This recording contains the opinions and thoughts of certain independent Salesforce members. It may also contain information about particular products and promotions that were in place at the time of this recording. The information shared with you by the speakers are their own ideas and strategies regarding the cultivation of a successful independent Mary Kay business. The independent Salesforce members hope that you find something in this recording to inspire you and to help you succeed in your own independent Mary Kay business. Naturally, your results may vary depending on the time and effort that you choose to invest in your Mary Kay business. As with any business opportunity, various factors may affect the financial results that are achieved in your Mary Kay business. Therefore, there are no guarantees regarding same.
Independent Executive National Sales Director Pamela Waldrop Shaw says, "When I began my Mary Kay business, my financial needs were so huge, they drove me to succeed. Well, Pam is still driven, but the reasons continue to change." She says, "I feel that my calling is to mentor and multiply leaders of integrity who are centered on the right focus."
As a sales director, she led her unit to the $1 million Circle of Excellence 8 times, her highest in the $1,350,000 circle. She was a top sales director nationwide 6 times. She's been a runner-up to the Queen of Unit Sales for her seminar 3 times and Queen 2 times. Debuting as a national sales director out of the Nan Stroud area in 2000, she's a member of the NSD Millionaires Club with over $10 million she's earned in commissions since starting her business in 1986. Pam has achieved Diamond Circle status 10 times. She is a 13-time member of the exclusive Inner Circle and a 6-time top 10 national nationwide. She is proud to have Julia Burnett, Leah Laughlin, and the late Barbara Johnson debut as national sales directors from her area.
Pam received the highest honor in Mary Kay when she was named the annual Go Give winner for her seminar in 1994. She is motivated by fully committed, passionate leaders who strive daily to be more and give more. She says, "I'm committed to creating a level of excellence in behavior and character. That commitment, that hunger to have my own spirit of excellence drives me each day to put forth the same effort, whether I'm standing on stage or if no one is watching at all." Please welcome Independent Executive National Sales Director Pamela Waldrop Shaw.
Good morning, Diamond Seminar. Good morning. Wow, thank you. Woo. Well, to absolutely everyone in the room who came here with a victory of any size, congratulations. Nothing beats celebrating your success except celebrating with those who ran right alongside you. Seminar is the culmination of all your hard work over the past year, and I'm honored to be a part of your Mary Kay family, acknowledging what it took, who you became in the process of bringing forward a hard, fought-for win. You know, seminar can be a swirl of pink and glitter and on the go. Make the most of this seminar experience by setting your intention and observing in a manner that honors the wisdom of our founder, by intentionally listening to understand, speaking to elevate, encourage, and affirm. I quote Mary Kay Ash, "You have to show up to go up." Time is valuable, and it's important to make every day, every hour, every minute count. I'm confident there's a word for you at this seminar, just a nugget of wisdom, an idea, an affirming thought to move you closer in the direction of your next big dream realized. How will you show up? I had put in my notice, leaving the teaching position where I'd been for 5 years. I walked into the English planning area to overhear educator friends of mine gossiping. She thinks she's going to earn a living selling lipstick. She'll be back. These same people who consistently uttered the celebration of Hump Day, TGIF Friday, alongside of only 5 more years to retirement, truly living a fully joyful life, right? But I love these people, and I couldn't imagine they would vocalize doubt or criticism about me. It was the first of many yet to come. I mean, I had plenty of doubt on my own without any additional help. I'd never sold anything. Nobody in my entire family had successfully sold anything. We don't have an entrepreneurial lineage. I don't know many people. Who will my customers be? I mean, who will my team members be? I have no idea how to hold a party. Can I really take people's money in exchange for a product? When all I had was a big dream and a dim whisper of direction, my confidence was fragile and my experience was slim. Let me tell you something loud and clear from a rear view perspective. Someone else's doubt about you is no indication of your potential success. So how do you bring a big dream across the finish line? It's almost this simple. Pay attention to how average people live and run their lives, and do the opposite. My naysayers, the backbiting, negativity, it didn't stop, and neither will yours. You can, however, get better and stronger. How? First, by showing up. Just show up in your life. Get off remote and rote. People do today what they did yesterday, not because it's the life they designed or the ideal they want to live, rather out of habit. They haven't questioned the pattern. Today's a repeat of yesterday because there's been no worthy challenge that takes you out of comfort and into growth. You know what? Most people just don't want the disruption. The degree to which a person can grow is in direct proportion to the amount of truth they can accept about themselves without running away. And that, my friend, is an indication of your future accomplishments. Dr. Maxwell reminds us that successful people make important decisions early in life, and then they manage those decisions the rest of life. What decisions have you made? What boundaries have you established for your life? What's the minimum you'll accept from yourself in a given day? And then how are you managing those decisions? In isolation, in community, in accountability, in joyful connection? In today's world, both the fast pace and unlimited options require an upgrade in who we are. What if our accomplishment is tied to leveling up? The top New Year's resolutions are to lose weight, get more organized, spend less money, and learn something new. The one broken the fastest? Learn something new. We live very formulaic lives. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? Good, thanks. How can you hold on to the practice and commitment of learning something new? If I only ever do what I currently know how to do, then the outcomes of my life have already been written. What would keep me from trying something new? From learning how to meet new potential customers, to holding an effective party, making a sale, from sharing the Mary Kay marketing plan, communicating all the possibilities. As an independent sales director or national sales director, expanding the number of people you lead and the number of accomplishments of those we lead to match or exceed our desire and vision. One of the most prevalent forms of cancel culture, it isn't even talked about. It's us canceling ourselves before we even try. Tempted to tell ourselves lies, make excuses. It's too much. I don't have what it takes. I'm not enough. Big dreams don't happen to people like me. I'm convinced if we positively impact a few factors within our control, we could show up with abundant, rewarding results. Imagine what you would do if you had no fear of rejection and failure. How would you show up? When you change your relationship with rejection and failure, you can change your entire life. Dr. Erwin McManus says, fear establishes the boundaries of your freedom. What you're afraid of, that becomes your limitation. If you're afraid of heights, you stay low. If you're afraid of people, you stay alone. If you're afraid of failure, you stay safe. When you realize fear establishes the boundaries of your freedom, the moment you press through those fears, now you have unlimited freedom. When you change your relationship with procrastination and excuse-making, cousins to fear, you change your entire life. Instead of saying, I don't have time, try saying out loud, it's not a priority. I don't exercise because health isn't a priority. I don't learn something new because bettering myself isn't a priority. Try it. I don't want to book 10 because advancing my business, it just isn't a priority. Say it out loud. See how it sits with you. Show up courageous. Imagine what you could do if you weren't distracted. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. What entertains you? It trains you. What you listen to, music, news, sermons, professors, podcasts, pastor, mentor, leader, politician, what you watch, YouTube, Facebook, TV, Netflix, Snapchat, Instagram, movie, what you read, the Bible, books, articles, posts, magazines, blogs, how you occupy your time, doing nothing, sleeping, eating, overeating, exercising, studying, reading, gaming, serving, working, cleaning, speaking, blogging, scrolling. It trains your mindset, it formulates your ideas, and it gives you ready words, either to lift and encourage or spew at another person. What entertains you trains you, period. You can't input one type of information and export another. It's either truth and wisdom, positive and hopeful, love and godly direction, or it isn't. There is no middle. We're not victims of our biology or our DNA. Your thoughts are a choice. Whatever I invest in thinking, there goes my belief. Whatever I invest my focus, there go my results. Don't like where this is going? Change what you listen to, what you watch, what you consume, what you read, what you do with your time, and you watch what follows. Distraction is one of your greatest enemies, and it's waiting for you in the palm of your hand. It's estimated that young people today will spend 20 years of their lives eyes fixed on a screen. You and I, 7 to 20 years scrolling based on age. As Mel Robbins says, you only live once, so make sure you spend 15 hours a day on the internet seeking validation from total strangers. Show up focused. Imagine what life would be with masterful emotional management. Who took your children to see Inside Out 2? Anybody? Well, we see joy and sadness, anger and fear. They're going to have to share their home and headquarters with a whole new crew, including wild-eyed and wild orange-haired anxiety. This new team of nuanced emotions quickly takes charge, leads something of a mutiny against joy and the other emotions, forcing them into the darkest vaults of young Riley's mind. So while the central crew works on getting back to headquarters, the new emotions of Inside Out 2, they run the show. However, puberty Riley is not alone. We must also navigate an array of emotions. It's said by professionals that anxiety is what we experience when we live beneath our potential or below our highest integrity. The movie depicts what we already know. It's all in your head, which stems from your heart. Emotional management will cause you to take courageous action or cowardly isolation. You'll advance beyond what is imaginable or aligned with average based on who or what's in your head. You'll carry forward the acceleration of this opportunity in small-minded conversation, all the limitations and issues, stand in the wings while others lead in legacy vision. It's in your head. Although emotions can be insightful indicators like a warning light in your car, for example, jealousy is a powerful signal. It's one of the fastest ways to tell you what you're drawn to and what you want. Nobody makes progress, however, honoring their feelings and emotions. Dr. Daniel Amen, Brain Spec Scans has done millions of them, says, don't believe every thought you have. They'll lie to you, and they'll send you on a runaway path of destruction. They'll say you deserve more leisure, rationalize you don't feel like making connections for bookings, that there's a better time, a later time for advancing some element of your business. Show up, grown up. Imagine what life could be with a higher level of self-discipline. Winston Churchill said, I no longer listen to what people say. I just watch what they do, because behavior never lies. When there's alignment in how you live, the consistency in what you do, determination in how you finish, people will see authentic you. Discipline is a strong form of self-love, which will pour out to others. Discipline is ignoring something you want right now for something better later on. It reveals the commitment you have to your dreams, especially on days you don't want to do the thing. Discipline is explaining to your brain every day that you need to sacrifice immediate pleasure to receive greater rewards in the future. Nobody's motivated all the time. Self-discipline has to kick in. When you don't feel like getting on that meeting Zoom or attending that gathering, you have to act your way into a feeling, force your way to get there long enough until the feeling returns elevated. You don't think your way into success. You take unfamiliar action that costs you courage and discipline. Act like the person you want to become. And when you do that, your brain relates to you differently. And when you consistently act like the person you want to become, you become that person. Discipline, grit, and consistency, they'll eat talent for lunch. I'd rather have less talent and more character. I'd rather have less talent and more courage. I'd rather have less talent and be more consistent. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. A pattern results from the story you tell yourself, replicating itself over and over again. That's how you get patterns. We're not born with them, we create them. We have patterns of responding. We have default go-tos in all situations, and bad patterns have to be broken with a good plan that includes an end goal, a hard deadline, expressed repeatedly without double-mindedness. It takes unwavering faith, an extraordinary effort over a long enough window of time without taking a break, because of life circumstances, a failed or disappointing relationship, a bad choice or two. It's never too late to become what God intended for you. Show up disciplined. Imagine being in community, healthy accountability with strong friends, leaders who inspire, sharpen, and elevate you. Proverbs 18:1 says, "He who isolates himself seeks his own desire. He breaks out against all sound judgment. Wisdom and truth are absent because where isolation abounds, deception thrives." In our post-COVID, blue-check, celebrity-driven, me over we mentality, it's possible we might diminish what we have to offer. Whereas the arrogant mindset is, do you know who I am? Our founder knew that true influence is you focusing out into the world of others and living a vision in the decision of your priorities, sharing this opportunity that could positively impact their lives, and that's where true peace and influence takes place. The future you is depending on current you to keep the promises you made to yourself yesterday. I see it every year. Big, lofty statements made 3 days from now. A few months later, they get reduced. A few months later, they're not spoken about. Don't let that be you. What's the solution? It's showing up in connection and community. It's showing up in accountability and tracking. It's showing up celebrating small wins without taking a break. It's showing up and holding yourself to a standard. It's showing up, not because you have to, but because you get to. You, my friend, need to know your worth. What you have to give away is invaluable. You'll level up when you show up connected. I have some interesting news for you. No one's coming. No one. Nobody's coming to tell you to get off that app, to turn off the TV. Nobody's coming to tell you it's time to go to bed. Nobody's coming to tell you to lace up those sneakers and grow some muscle. Nobody's coming to tell you to stop scrolling other people's highlights. Nobody's coming to make that list for you, those texts or those calls. Nobody's coming to tell you to put down that drink, to plug your ears from that negativity, to get away from that person. You know that person, somebody trying to get you to do less so they don't feel threatened by your success. Nobody's coming to tell you to stop it with a compromise. Nobody. You're always going to have to push yourself, to parent yourself. As long as you stay the same, you'll stay in the same place. It's up to you. You're going to have to make decisions you've never made before, pay a price you've never paid before, take actions consistently you've never taken before. What's inside of you that your life needs to express? Someone else's dream is tied to your boldness. Someone else's dream is tied to your vision. Someone else's dream is tied to what this opportunity can give them. Will you level up and show up? Today I stand before you at my last seminar as an active national sales director. I could have entertained you with stories full of humor, mistakes, hard knocks, laughter, gaffes, and imperfections galore. However, I decided to bring you my loudest applied lessons and heartfelt gratitude. I've lived 60% of my life in the Mary Kay business. As a young single woman in my 20s, becoming an independent sales director, married, and childbirth in my 30s. In fact, my one and only son, born at this seminar on day 00 in 1994, is here with me today as a 30-year-old. 2 times my number $1 million unit in my 30s were crowned here on this stage. Years of hard-earned world travel around the globe. A national sales director at age 40. Inner Circle at 44. A widow at 47. And many of you know the journey between then and today, laden with both deep heartache and magnificent joy. Through 5 decades of life and the seasons that have accompanied each, the Mary Kay legacy available to this small-town girl, extraordinary, indescribable. Ryan, thank you for your loyalty, your leadership, and your devotion to your grandmother's dream and life work. The corporate team throughout my 38 years has included 5 Mary Kay presidents. Nathan and Team US, my friends, thank you for your love, trust, belief, leadership, and partnership. You carry a heavy torch with passion and legacy determination. Sister NSDs, Epic Family, Shaw Area, Julia, Leah, your families, Thomas. My love for you is deep, and I'm so grateful for what has been. Diamond Seminar, respect the fast passage of time. Leave no gaps in goal setting and advancement. No coasting, no justification, no maintaining. Full out, all in, show up in your one and only, God-given, unique, exceptional life. There comes a point in time in your life when you must evaluate the fruit of your choices. I pray that when you're at my season, you'll be able to say, as I am saying today, I have chosen well. God bless you. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this presentation. Please check out all the other great motivational and educational material offerings on the MK Mobile Learning app. Happy learning!